Okay, it is May 15th, Friday, Colorado Sasquatch Research 2015, and it has been pretty dry. I haven't gone back to check on where I left the corn in the sack, but I have had a really dry day. I found some other signs that you'll see in another segment that's pretty boring. The best I can do is hopefully somebody sees someone stalking me, but I haven't got calls, I haven't got footsteps or anything until I moved back, coming back this way. Now, here's the thing. The first thing I found was this. This is a print. It's not very big, though. It's, as you can see, it's indented in the ground. There is a slight indentation of a toe and maybe something here, but it's not very big. From toe to that is not even a full 12 inches, as you can see. Remember, I marked my tracking stick 6'12", but lengthwise, it's really fat. It could be a bear, but I'm not thinking it is. And the reason why, I found some animal kill up here in a pretty good sized print right next to it. So I've just been circling around this area trying to find the rest of the carcass. I have a leg bit off. Now this print is right underneath this little blind here. This huge tree. It's been laid up, kind of made into an X right here. So I just happened to check this area out, and I saw this thing sitting here on the ground. I'd get a better shot. It's a print, but it's not real big, you know. It's maybe a juvenile. So I just started trying to see if I can track it, see where it was going, because it's the only one of a kind. It's just a big, you know, it's just a big print sitting right here under this. So, you know, I've been looking around. I haven't been able to find another one like it. There's a similar one up here. I'm going to measure it. That's next to a leg bone in a spooky cave. If I can remember which way I went now. I've just kind of been poking around looking for another print like that, and there's nothing. As you can see under that tree, it's a little bit muddy, and maybe that's why. There's a little creek bottom right here, a little ravine, and that may be the reason that print showed up there. As you can see, this is a lot of grassy area, a lot of scrub oak in here. Kind of nasty to move through. Oh. I came up to this tree break just trying to see if I could find it, and I can't find another print that's similar to it over here. So it's just by its lonesome over there. There's a creek bottom. So I've just been moving along, thinking, why in the hell can I only find one print? I don't see any bear scratches on any of the tall trees around. I've been looking for bear scratches, maybe. Nothing. It has been so quiet and so dead today, so Brutus decided not to interact with me today. I maybe have had a couple light things that made me stop for a second, but nothing dramatic. Let's see, where was that? Let's try cutting back over here. It hasn't rained on me today, so. Okay, there it was over there, blind. So I'm just going to continue trying to locate the rest of the carcass to this kill. But I have not been able to find it. There is a freaky little cave over here. See, so there's been deer action up and through here. You can see plenty of deer tracks wherever there's mud. See the indentation where the deer made that game trail down here. I don't know why deer do that. They like the mud, I guess. I mean, if there's a muddy, soggy area, they hit it. And that's really strange. But there's the blind that I was just at on the other side of it where that print was. So basically, I've just been canvassing this whole area trying to find another print similar to it. Just sticking to this game trail. And here we go up here. And this is what I found. First thing I found was these leg bones that belonged to a deer. And right next to it, this huge print, which I'm going to measure now. Look at how heavy that thing was. That's not a very big print either. In fact, it's the same size as the one that was over there, which is just a hair beyond 12 inches. Just a hair. See, I guess that's the toe. This one's a little bit hair. See, and this is what doesn't make sense. So here I have some animal bones. This is a fresh leg. Look, you can still see the fur on the deer's hooves. Right next to this. And there's another print here. A lot smaller. It could be, but it's not very wide. This thing here, let me measure this. And it's a little bit wider than 6 inches. I'd say it's probably 7, 8 inch wide. Stepped hard there. I wonder if he just stepped on the deer, jumped out of the tree. You know, the deer was like here and he just, boom, jumped on it. But then there's another here. And they're not really a print because I don't have, you know, look at that. There's not no sign of a boot. I have the heel back here, but no sign of a hiking boot or, you know, anything that indicates that that was a human boot next to this leg kill. And then there's this fur. Yeah, I'm always talking about never finding any fur of the pelt, but there's a nice chunk of something right here. So this deer met its fate right here. I got a mosquito on me. And then, what else did I see? There was some scat over here, which I'm going to bag up before I leave. See if I can find it. There it is right here. There it is. The scat. It's not real big. It's not deer scat either. It's you can tell by the intestinal tract. Don't know how this old this is, but that deer hoof still has fur on it, on the shin. So I'm going to bag up this little piece of scat here. It was right next to this print. So I've got that fur, and I've got 2 prints. This thing is huge, though. Look at how heavy that is. I mean, if I were to, boom, that's the best I can do with my foot. So that's big. This is major, huge. There's the other side. But like I said, I've been kind of canvassing the area, trying to find the rest of the carcass or any other bone, hair. I mean, it's obviously it was killed right here because we got the hair. You know, you got the little. In fact, that's a steak. There's meat on that. It's kind of old. I don't know how old, but there's meat on that, so it's like a steak. Came off that. Boom. And then again, like I said, you know, you see this muddy area. For all I know, that could be that deer's hooves. But deer are strange that why they pick the mud when it could go around it. So the day hasn't been all a bust. I just wish that I could find more. You know, that's the thing about a print. Find one that's similar, dropped heavy, so a little bit of animal kill and some fur, but it's not a real huge, the width is right, but it's not, it's about a 12 inch print. It's not very big, which means he's a youngster. It's not real big. Of course, there could be a number of reasons for that. I don't know. There is a cave down here, and I'm going to continue just poking around because, you know, once you find something, you want to stick with it because otherwise your day's a bust. See, these two have been bowed over. But what I'm thinking happened, I'd never noticed this cave down here before. And I gotta be kind of careful because it's hidden. Excuse me. I'm poking around that dam. Oh, there it is. Shit. Look at that. That's a nice cave in there. There could be an animal in there. Deep enough for me to crawl into. Nice cave, dude. Nice cave. So, he may have been sitting right here in this little cave, waiting for the deer to come by, and just zipped up here and dropped him. Some stagnant water there, but yes, definitely a nice little cave right here. And it's pretty deep. It's jet black in there, so I'm not even going to take the chance. Because it's big enough for a bear and it's big enough for a Bigfoot. It's big enough for me to crawl in there too. Sit there, totally concealed. You have to come down this little hill here, see? It's completely hidden. So the day hasn't been a complete bust. You know, I was hoping for more. I was hoping for some sort of interaction. I'd really like to get in there. So I'm gonna come up the hill. See. But I hate that when you can't find the rest of the carcass. Or any other prints. I mean, that's pretty impressive right there. Something stomped him good. See, there's kind of like a, you can kind of see in there, it's kind of like a back entrance into there. Very nice. Can't tell how far into the earth it goes, but it goes underneath here, where all this muck is. So this is pretty interesting here. And I may even bag that steak. Of course, I know that's a piece of this deer here. But to see a big ass print like that that's deep in the ground. I mean, that's pretty heavy. I don't even think I could emulate that. See, look. I'd have to pull the dirt up like that. That's my heel. But that's a nice footprint right there. And that's what I just did. Look at how torn up it is by kicking the dirt. So that's what I'm going to do for this final segment for the 15th. Let's see. Let's just poke around here a little bit. See if I can find the carcass of that, because that steak and that hoof are relatively a fresh kill. But who knows where he took it. And like I said, I've been checking the trees out. I don't see any bear markings where they claw in this area. Thinking maybe it was a bear, but that print's a weird print. So maybe Junior is learning how to perfect his hunting skills in here in this scrub oak. Cause see, it's already starting to turn green, but once summer comes, this is all the scrub oak fills out. You know, really, really nice and thick. It's just budding now. I really want to find the rest of that carcass. Take a peek back in this cave. Woo! There's no animal tracks or anything around it, so hard to say. But like I was saying, you know, I went for a couple miles that way and it's just been flat until I came back, heading back south into this area, and then I started running across some more sun. Ow, shit. See, this is all matted down in here. Could be a deer. It's obviously the deer coming through here. This is where it's hunting ground. I just don't see the carcass anywhere. Well, I'm thinking he may have drug it in that cave. He could have gone in any direction with it too. Now, cave up there is where I've got that corn, where I set the first segment this morning. So, but I didn't get any, you know, even though the psychic reading was really interesting, I wasn't counting on anything spectacular to happen. It's all about coming back to see if he took it. Got 12 nice pieces. Okay. So I'm just not able to locate the rest of the carcass, so I'm going to work down into the ravine and cross over here. And like I said, I'm not seeing bear scratches around. Whoop! I may make this segment 1. It's been so dry. And then release the first part where I gifted the corn, because it wasn't. Outside of that, there was no action. No sign found. So see, right on the other side of this is where I found that print, on the other side of this boulder. And then it kind of winded around up to where the animal kill was. Get 2 prints and then boom, here he is dead. Of course, see, with all these rocks, they skip a lot. See, I'd like to find the skull at least. Or, you know, like in the other kills, I find the spinal cord. Cut across. What did I just say? Come on. I can see it in my glasses. What the hell? It's kind of hard to tell looking uphill. But as far as vocalizations today go, dead. Absolutely dead. So what we'll do is, you know, we'll put out these segments and I'll come back in a few days and check to see if the corn's there inside that cave. And again, I chose to do it there because I didn't know if it was going to come pouring rain today or not, so I decided, nah. And plus, if the animals would get it, I just said 44 cents a corn. It's not cheap stuff right now because it's out of season, so I just said screw it, and I'll bury it up in that cave. He'll find it if it's meant to be. I've never gifted in there before, but you know, again, anything. Probably know how to follow my scent. They're gonna know where I've been all day. Here's this. Haven't checked on this in a while. Oh, it's stacked up here like something's been buried. A lot of new deadfall. It doesn't look familiar. And up that hill, that's where I had the little guy follow me up the one time. I love this area, this particular area. It's where I've had all my good still shots, and I caught the little guy peeking out from behind that tree at me over here on video. So that's why I decided that I didn't want to cross the river today, and I'm going to stick to over here. And lo and behold, I got a couple weird looking prints with some deer bones. Whoa. So I'm happy about that. So this will be it for the segments for today. It's about 3 o'clock now, so I'm gonna head out. Not what I expected, but it's never a bust if you find something. So we'll leave it at that for May 15th, 2015. I just heard the thunder. Colorado Sasquatch Research.